Yeah.
Welcome to Afghanistan.
أمريكا اليوم هو شيء يسير مما ذقناه منذ عشرات السنين.
This is Tora Bora, a name that once echoed around the world as a symbol of terror and mystery. Hidden deep in the White Mountains of eastern Afghanistan, this cave complex became infamous in late 2001 as Osama Bin Laden's final stronghold during the US invasion. But Tora Bora wasn't originally built for Osama and his mob of Al-Qaeda. These caves were built and fortified during the Soviet-Afghan War in the 1980s, backed by billions of dollars in CIA funding to aid Afghan Mujahideen fighters. Designed as a labyrinthine fortress, it was virtually impenetrable, complete with bunkers, tunnels and supplies to outlast even the harshest siege. Fast forward to 2001, after the 9/11 attacks, the US launched one of the most intensive bombing campaigns in history, hunting for Bin Laden in these very mountains. But despite their firepower, they vanished, leaving behind only whispers, rumours and questions that still linger to this day. Now, more than 2 decades later, I've come to see this notorious place for myself, and what I find was far from what I expected.
Welcome to the Tora Bora.
But even before we had a chance to visit the mountains, I had one of the most insane travel experiences of my life. Q. Muhammad Dawood.
Illallahu
Muhammad
Rasulullah.
Well, good morning. We have our turban, we have our, this is as much of a beard as I can grow, and now it's time to head to the Tora Bora caves. Let's go. Zoo! Zoo! Looks like we're being joined by the Taliban. Assalamu alaikum. So the Taliban is calling me Dawood. So it's Dawood, eh?
Dawood.
Muhammad Dawood.
Muhammad Dawood.
Muhammad Dawood. Welcome to the White Mountains. And it wasn't just the Americans who left Afghanistan with their tail between their legs. It was also the Soviets who left behind huge military weapons and vehicles, such as this Soviet tank. Check this out. Been sitting here probably longer than I've been alive. I'm not sure it's in great working order, but we'll have a look. Let's see here. Yep, nothing inside. Obviously, anything of value has been taken, and it's just pretty much the shell. But have a look at this. Look at the view we have here of the White Mountains. Right, let's get on with our trip and head to the Tora Bora caves. Oh, it's working. Oh wow. Good old Soviet engineering. Right, let's jump on top for a photo with the Taliban. We have more Taliban that have just arrived here behind me, over my right shoulder, if you can see. Probably curious as to why I'm here. Guys, could you give us a push? We maybe get this thing started again? Just give us a push from the back. Okay. Okay, go. You pushing? You need to push harder. Right guys, so as we make our way up to the mountains, we're joined by more and more Talibans. Well, seeing this is a van able to take, I think it's maybe 4 now, some with guns, some without. Not sure whether it's due to curiosity or security, but the more the merrier. Welcome to the Tora Bora caves. Another Soviet tank. Don't ask me how I got up here. We have struggled over the past 2 or 3 hours in this little machine, and this Soviet tank is casually sitting here at the top of the mountain. As I say, reminders everywhere of all the various wars that Afghanistan have been involved in over the past 100 years. We've arrived at the home, or where Osama Bin Laden used to call home, and you can immediately see why he chose this area. Like, it's so difficult to get up to. Incredible. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So most of the buildings here have changed, or most have actually been blown up, in fairness. But this is Osama Bin Laden's. This is where he would have lived for several years in trying to escape capture from the US military. We're actually on the roof actually just now because it's not appropriate to go into some random people's home. Don't ask me why it's okay to stand on the roof, but this is where they would have been. And then over time, the community would have come back slowly, rebuilt the homes, extended the homes. And then of course we have a thriving community here in Tora Bora. But there is one thing, there's one iconic photo of Osama Bin Laden, one of very, very few photos of him in the Tora Bora region, and that is one, I don't know if you'll see, I'll put the photo up of him now, the snow-capped mountains taken back in the winter of probably 2004 with that incredible backdrop. So we are quite literally standing on top of Bin Laden's home. It all seems so peaceful, and it seems so strange that what this place used to be. Pretty much a war zone, you know. For a month the US military bombed this place to hilt, and everybody left, even Bin Laden. That's whenever he left along with his 60 associates from Al-Qaeda, and then fled into Pakistan and went to Abbottabad. We've obviously seen that compound as well, so click the link and you can see that video as well, his compound in Abbottabad. Wow.
He met Osama Bin Laden.
Oh.
I asked him. He said I played volleyball with him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What was his like personality like? Obviously he came from a very wealthy family. Did he struggle with the lifestyle in the mountains?
یاره دلته د مجاهدینو په وخت کې و چې کله طالبان راغلل دې ځنه بیا لاړ.
And was he with his family? Did he have family here too?
تیره دوره نه
Family سره.
راوړي دلته به ګرځول دسي.
Yeah, he was with his family and also his assistant al-Zawahiri.
Oh yes, he died in Kabul.
In Kabul. څه وخت بمباري شوی و؟
غونډه افغانستان نیول شوی د صحافت یو.
نه اخري دفعه.
اخري دفعه. دا کرزه چې راتلو.
نه اخري دفعه شاغین آباد نور بمباري نه دی شوی دلته.
هغه نه بعد بیا وروسته بیا بمبار وکړ. دا کرزي په وخت کې نه و. تقریبا دا سرونه مې وشته د تنګي کې کوري مې وشته یو څو زنانم کې شهیدان شوی کنه.
Right, now I think we're going to have a look at maybe what is left of the old house, or maybe there's nothing left at all, maybe it's just rubble. But we're going to check where Osama Bin Laden's house would have been during the time he stayed.
There was it was like cement, so there was a airstrike and just make this circle.
Ah, was there a house here? Was this
Yeah.
just? Oh, okay. Was this his?
بیا زمنګ نه پاتې مجاهدین ته بیا بمبار شو.
ها
دې کوټه کې بران نه وتی. شاته دې دیوال کې بل دروازه و. دلته بجران نه د لاس متر ودی پورې راغلی. نو بیا دې ځای کې دروازه و.
And is it safe now? Is there any risks of explosives or anything? No.
No.
We've got a bit of a crowd here now, as you can see, over my shoulder, and being here is like 500. Going back 500 years. It's just unbelievable, you know. But you can see, wow! Look at this. Look at that for a view. I'm not going to say Bin Laden chose this place because of the landscape and the views that he would enjoy every morning, but it does make a difference. But he definitely chose it, there's no doubt about it. Completely inaccessible. 6 months of the year it's snowing here. The other 6 you have to spend 3-4 hours getting up here, and he was right to assume that the American military would never make that trek. Just too dangerous for them. One road, in and out. So although most of the caves were blown up by the Americans, just in here behind some of these rocks would have been access and the entrance to one cave. Now these caves they were a network of caves, but they weren't adjoined. They obviously had their own entrance, and this is where you would have had 60 to 70 Al-Qaeda members coming, maybe planning their next attack on the west. And then obviously Osama Bin Laden leading the whole operation. To think that he was walking this exact path is just insane. The guy came from a billionaire family, number 17 of 50 children, and then eventually he was exiled from Saudi, came over to Afghanistan, and I suppose the rest is history. But he was able to lead a life of modesty, put his very expensive lifestyle to one side and live here in the mountains. Let's see what the tea tastes like here in Bin Laden territory. Okay guys, we've just been invited in by one of the locals here to enjoy some local lunch. What do we have here then?
We have beans, we have boiled potatoes, and tomato sauce, and
very good.
yogurt.
Yogurt. And then is this traditional Afghani bread?
Yeah, traditional oat bread.
Oat? Oh, oat bread.
Yeah.
Very good. Right. Well, the hospitality in the Tora Bora. Who would have thought? Tell him this is very good.
The deer bus there, deer khadada.
They're going to go down for prayer. I have no idea whether I'm going to be required to join in. How long can I keep this going for? I don't know. So what the guys are doing now is ablution, so they're cleansing themselves, their hands, their face, their feet, before giving prayer. So I think I'm going to sit this one out. So this is one of the security details that would have protected Osama, and we're just approaching one of the tunnels. Assalamu alaikum. Our here is one of the caves, still used by the farmers. Oh wow, here we go, the size of this. Smell. So this is where he would have kept military equipment, guns, ammunition, and now it's just used by the farmer.
Yeah. For storing
for crops coming into a winter. What sort of military equipment would have been here?
The Kalashnikov marmevi, the Dashakovi, Zugiakovi, Shalkaganovi, the Raketovi, Ashtadu, Ashtadu Panjir.
And he would have probably kept these in various different caves instead of just one.
There was 5. This one, 2 that we saw, destroyed, and 2 is other side of the mountain.
Oh, there's only 5 caves. Yeah. Right, okay. Well, so this is one of the places where they would have kept their goods, their bullets, their guns, military equipment. And look at the entrance. Well, it's quite impressive. So one thing you probably don't know, and that probably would surprise you, is this complex of caves were financed by none other than the American government. The CIA financed the Mujahideen to build this complex of caves to aid in their defence against the Soviets during the war in the 80s. Probably doesn't surprise you, to be honest, but it's not a conspiracy theory, that is true. And then 20 years later, the very same caves were used against the US military to protect Osama Bin Laden. Now I know what it was like being in the US military. Oh, we're getting there. Keep going.
There are Pashtuns. Usually Pashtuns hormones are very warm.
Yes.
You know the body. So when your body is so warm, genetic. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the beards grow very quickly, maybe 15 years.
This is my beard. Tell them this is my beard. How long have they been carrying weapons?
Maybe from his age.
His age?
Yeah.
And they've been in the...
Not carrying guns, but my father or my uncles
Okay.
just give me teach me how to fight. So we start fighting maybe from his age.
And then what age did they join the Taliban? Since he was like 13? Fighting the Americans at 14, that's unbelievable. Obviously the Americans aren't that good. And this here's a Kalashnikov? Russian?
Not Russian. The Pakistani. The Pakistani, the Kalashnikov. The Russians. And he don't know the...
Oh, so they're different guns?
Yeah,
Can we put the other one here?
Both of them are AK-47, but this one is Russian. I think this one is Pakistan.
So this one's... Can we put the other one here so we can see the difference? Oh, he can't take his hands. Well, that's fair enough. That's okay.
دا چې د اصلي وګورئ کنه دا اوس نه دی هغه د تیر نظام کې د پولیسو سوي دی پولیسو دا اوس دره کې د شای جوړي مکمل چې والا کې وکړي او د پیسې نه ګوري دا چې شای جوړي شي خو اوس د ډاس په کومه پیکانه غاک تیز ده نه دا خبره خو نه ده ما سره دا باندې
اوس څنګه چل کوي
اوس موږ ډایرکټ کابل ته ځو جلابات او دوه لار ده او سلور ساعت
بیګا ته تاسو ما سره شپه وکړي په سبب شیر پیدا
باندې شمه که زه وخت لرم خو
Well, now I have a reason to come back.
Anytime you come.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And can you thank him for his hospitality, his kind hospitality, and his food?
I'm very happy and thanks for coming.
Well, that is it from the Tora Bora. What an incredible experience. And they say this region of Afghanistan is dangerous. Please, I have friends in the Taliban. Alright guys, I thought that was maybe the end of the video, but the Taliban have asked if they can shoot their guns. And there's another outpost and checkpoint complaining, so we only have 2 Taliban, they've got about 10, so we're going to be... Oh, hold on. Anytime. Gee! Fuck! Oh my god! Why is it so loud? Jesus! Oh, we've got everything going on. Oh. This is what happens whenever you're with the Taliban. Oh. Wow, very good. Let's see. Wow, that makes that noise. Oh, good. Yeah. Not my turn, no. Tell him. Ask him, see what he says. Ask him, see what he says.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome to Afghanistan. Dira banana. Banana. If I didn't already have a sore head, I have a sore head now, that's for sure. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Just dropping the Taliban off their home. Let's have a little look. Not a badly spot.